Most older people struggle to live beyond the age of 80, and while many assume it is simply a matter of aging, the truth is often hidden in preventable health issues. Longevity is not determined by chance alone, it is closely tied to the way we take care of our bodies. By understanding these hidden factors, we can uncover the real reasons behind shorter lifespans and work toward healthier, stronger years in old age. One of the most significant hidden reasons is silent cardiovascular issues. High blood pressure and cholesterol often develop quietly without obvious symptoms, yet they gradually damage arteries and restrict blood flow. This silent damage builds up over decades, leaving the heart and brain vulnerable to sudden and life-threatening events. What seems like a natural part of aging is often the result of years of unmonitored heart health. Another hidden factor lies in the kidneys. These organs silently filter waste and balance fluids, but with age, they lose efficiency. Poor hydration, excess salt, and processed foods strain the kidneys until they weaken beyond repair. Many people are unaware of this decline until it becomes a serious health crisis. Protecting kidney health early can make the difference between frailty and vitality in later years. Lung capacity is also an overlooked issue. Years of exposure to smoking, pollution, and lack of physical activity can reduce the lungs' ability to deliver oxygen effectively. As breathing strength declines, the body becomes more fragile, less resilient, and more susceptible to disease. Older adults often dismiss shortness of breath as aging, when in reality it is the result of years of gradual lung weakening. Nutrition is another powerful but hidden reason behind shortened life expectancy. Deficiencies in essential nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and antioxidants weaken the immune system and speed up aging. Poor diets built on processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats leave the body unable to fight inflammation or protect itself from chronic diseases. A nourishing diet can transform the way we age and extend the quality of life far beyond 80. Beyond these four core reasons, lifestyle choices influence how long and how well people live. Stress, poor sleep, isolation, and lack of regular health check-ups all act as silent barriers to longevity. These everyday habits quietly accumulate into major health challenges. Unlike sudden illness, they work slowly but steadily, often unnoticed until the damage is irreversible. Finally, the mindset with which people approach aging plays an undeniable role. A hopeful and purposeful outlook fuels better choices and healthier living, while hopelessness accelerates decline. The difference between struggling to live beyond 80 and thriving well into advanced years often comes down to a blend of awareness, prevention, and attitude. By addressing these hidden health reasons and making intentional lifestyle changes, we can add not only years to life but life to years. Weakened kidney health is one of the most overlooked reasons why many people struggle to live beyond 80. The kidneys play a vital role in filtering waste, balancing fluids, and regulating blood pressure, yet their gradual decline often goes unnoticed. Unlike heart problems that may show clear warning signs, kidney issues progress silently until they reach an advanced stage. By the time many people realize something is wrong, the damage has already become difficult to reverse, limiting both health and lifespan. Poor hydration is a major contributor to kidney decline. Many older adults do not drink enough water throughout the day, which forces the kidneys to work harder to filter waste products. Over time, this unnecessary strain weakens their ability to function properly. Something as simple as staying well hydrated each day can reduce the risk of kidney damage and support overall health, yet it is a habit that is often neglected. Excess salt in the diet is another hidden danger to kidney health. Processed foods, canned meals, and packaged snacks are loaded with sodium, which raises blood pressure and damages kidney tissues. The kidneys are responsible for filtering out excess sodium, but when they are constantly overwhelmed, their capacity to function declines faster. This creates a dangerous cycle where both high blood pressure and weak kidneys feed into each other, increasing the risk of heart disease and early death. Unhealthy food choices also accelerate kidney problems. Diets high in processed meats, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats put constant stress on the kidneys. These foods not only damage blood vessels but also increase the buildup of harmful toxins that kidneys must filter out. In contrast, diets rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provide the nutrients needed to protect kidney health and slow down age-related decline. Another hidden factor is the lack of awareness about early signs of kidney stress. Fatigue, swelling in the ankles, or frequent urination at night are often dismissed as normal aging. However, these can be early warnings of kidneys struggling to function. Regular medical check-ups and simple blood or urine tests can reveal problems early on, giving people the chance to make lifestyle changes before permanent damage sets in. Medications also play a role in weakening kidney health. Many older adults take multiple prescriptions for blood pressure, diabetes, or pain relief, and some of these drugs can strain the kidneys over time. Without proper monitoring, the long-term use of certain medications increases the risk of kidney damage. Awareness, medical guidance, and regular adjustments to treatment can help protect kidney function well into old age. Ultimately, weakened kidney health is not an inevitable part of aging, but often the result of lifestyle choices and lack of awareness. Drinking enough water, reducing salt, choosing whole foods, monitoring medications, and getting regular check-ups can all protect kidney function. By taking these simple yet powerful steps, people can preserve their kidney health, prevent unnecessary complications, and improve their chances of living well beyond 80 with strength and vitality. Declining lung capacity is one of the hidden reasons why many people struggle to live beyond 80. The lungs are responsible for delivering oxygen to every cell in the body, yet over time, their efficiency decreases. This decline is often gradual and silent, so most people do not notice it until it begins to affect their daily activities. When the lungs cannot provide enough oxygen, the body becomes weaker, more fatigued, and more vulnerable to disease. One major cause of reduced lung capacity is smoking. Even after quitting, the damage caused by years of tobacco use can leave lasting scars on the lungs, making them less able to expand and contract effectively. Smoking destroys delicate air sacs, narrows the airways, and reduces the overall ability of the lungs to absorb oxygen. This damage accelerates aging and leaves many older adults struggling with breathlessness. Air pollution is another factor that contributes to the decline of lung health. Constant exposure to polluted air, whether in cities or industrial areas, irritates the lungs and leads to inflammation. Over decades, this inflammation can cause chronic conditions such as bronchitis or even chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Older adults who have lived in polluted environments often face a much greater struggle in maintaining strong lungs later in life. Physical inactivity also plays a role in weakening lung function. Just like muscles, the lungs need regular exercise to stay strong. Activities like walking, swimming, or deep breathing exercises keep the lungs flexible and able to take in more oxygen. Without such habits, lung tissues stiffen, capacity decreases, and breathing becomes shallower, which reduces the overall supply of oxygen to the body. Infections throughout life also leave their mark on the lungs. Repeated bouts of pneumonia, flu, or bronchitis weaken the respiratory system, making it harder for the lungs to bounce back. With age, the immune system is not as strong, so recovery from even minor infections takes longer and further reduces lung efficiency. This is why respiratory illnesses become especially dangerous in older adults. Another issue is that many people ignore the early signs of declining lung health. Shortness of breath, persistent coughing, or difficulty with physical activity is often dismissed as normal aging. However, these can be early warnings that the lungs are struggling. Ignoring these signals allows the decline to continue unchecked until it becomes a serious barrier to healthy living. Ultimately, protecting lung capacity requires awareness and consistent effort. Avoiding smoking, staying active, practicing breathing exercises, eating antioxidant-rich foods, and seeking treatment for respiratory issues early can all strengthen lung health. By taking care of the lungs before problems become severe, people can maintain the energy, vitality, and resilience needed to live well beyond 80. Nutritional deficiencies are one of the most hidden yet powerful reasons why many people struggle to live beyond 80. Food is the body's fuel, and when it lacks essential nutrients, every system begins to suffer. Over time, deficiencies quietly weaken immunity, reduce energy, and speed up the natural aging process. Many people believe they are eating enough simply because they feel full, but fullness does not always equal nourishment. One of the most common deficiencies in older adults is vitamin D. This vitamin plays a critical role in bone health, immunity, and cardiovascular function. Without enough vitamin D, bones become fragile, the risk of fractures increases, and the immune system cannot respond as effectively to illnesses. Since the body produces vitamin D mainly through sunlight, older people who spend little time outdoors are especially at risk. Omega-3 fatty acids are another vital nutrient that is often missing from the diet. These healthy fats reduce inflammation, improve brain function, and support heart health. A lack of omega-3s can contribute to memory decline, stiff arteries, and chronic inflammation, which accelerates aging. Many older adults consume diets heavy in processed foods and lack fish, flax seeds, or walnuts, which are natural sources of this nutrient. Antioxidants such as vitamins C and E also play a key role in longevity. They protect the body from oxidative stress, a process that damages cells and speeds up aging. Without enough antioxidants, the body becomes more vulnerable to chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. Fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds are rich sources of antioxidants, but diets low in these foods often leave older people deficient. Protein deficiency is another silent problem. As people age, muscle mass naturally decreases, and without enough protein, this decline happens faster. Weak muscles increase the risk of falls, injuries, and reduced mobility, which can shorten life expectancy. Lean meats, eggs, legumes, and dairy products provide the protein needed to preserve strength and independence into old age. Iron and vitamin B12 deficiencies are also common and contribute to fatigue, weakness, and cognitive decline. These nutrients are essential for carrying oxygen in the blood and supporting brain function. A lack of them can leave older adults feeling constantly tired, forgetful, and unable to stay active, further reducing both quality and length of life. Addressing nutritional deficiencies is not complicated, but requires awareness and consistent effort. A diet rich in whole foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats can provide the building blocks for longevity. With proper nourishment, the body can fight disease more effectively, recover faster, and maintain the strength needed to live well beyond 80. Beyond these 4 hidden health reasons, lifestyle choices play a massive role in determining how long and how well people live. The habits people build in their daily routines slowly shape their health outcomes over decades. A person who consistently neglects movement, proper rest, or emotional well-being will often find their body and mind aging faster than they expect. Small decisions made daily may not feel harmful in the moment, but over time they add up to powerful influences on longevity. One of the most damaging lifestyle choices is living a sedentary life. Physical inactivity robs the body of strength, flexibility, and resilience. Muscles weaken, bones become fragile, and the heart grows less efficient when it is not regularly challenged. Older adults who avoid physical activity often experience fatigue, loss of balance, and a faster decline in overall health. Something as simple as daily walking or light exercise can greatly slow this process and improve life expectancy. Chronic stress is another factor that undermines healthy aging. Stress hormones, when elevated for years, damage the heart, weaken the immune system, and accelerate cognitive decline. Many older adults carry stress from financial worries, health concerns, or loneliness, but they do not always realize how deeply stress impacts the body. Relaxation techniques, mindfulness, and strong social connections can help reduce stress and protect long-term health. Sleep is also a lifestyle element that often goes unappreciated. Quality sleep is when the body repairs itself, balances hormones, and strengthens memory. Without it, the body cannot function properly, leading to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, and even early death. Unfortunately, many people dismiss poor sleep as a normal part of aging instead of addressing the root causes, such as poor sleep habits or untreated sleep disorders. Another hidden danger is social isolation. Human beings are deeply social by nature, and loneliness can be as harmful to health as smoking or obesity. Older adults who lose social contact often develop depression, anxiety, and weaker immune responses. Friendships, family connections, and community engagement provide emotional support that directly influences physical health and longevity. Maintaining strong social ties is not just pleasant, but essential for living beyond 80 in good health. Regular health check-ups are another lifestyle choice that can make the difference between catching a problem early or discovering it too late. Many people avoid visiting doctors until symptoms become severe, but by then, conditions may already be advanced. Preventive care such as routine screenings, blood tests, and physical exams allows for small issues to be managed before they grow into life-threatening problems. Finally, a positive mindset is a lifestyle choice that strongly influences aging. People who maintain hope, purpose, and optimism often live longer, healthier lives than those who surrender to negativity. A positive outlook encourages better habits, stronger relationships, and more active lifestyles. This mindset not only adds years to life but also adds life to those years, making the experience of aging more fulfilling and joyful. Chronic stress is one of the most silent yet powerful forces that shortens life, especially as people age. Many accept stress as a normal part of modern living, but when it continues unchecked, it becomes a slow and invisible killer. The body is designed to handle short bursts of stress, but long-term exposure keeps it in a constant state of tension, which wears down vital systems over time. This gradual damage may not be visible immediately, but as the years pass, its effects become undeniable. One of the main ways stress harms the body is through the release of hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals are helpful in emergencies, but when they remain elevated for months or years, they begin to damage blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and strain the heart. This is why people under chronic stress are more likely to develop heart disease, one of the leading reasons many do not live beyond 80. Stress also weakens the immune system, making it harder for the body to fight off infections and recover from illness. Older adults who experience high stress levels are often more prone to catching colds, suffering from inflammation, and experiencing longer recovery times after surgery or illness. Over time, the body becomes more fragile, and diseases that might have been preventable or manageable become life-threatening. The brain is another major victim of chronic stress. Constant exposure to stress hormones interferes with memory, decision-making, and overall cognitive function. This can accelerate conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease, which significantly reduce quality of life in later years. Stress not only shortens lifespan but also diminishes the ability to think clearly, robbing people of independence in old age. Chronic stress is also linked to poor lifestyle choices that further damage health. People under pressure often turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating, smoking, drinking alcohol, or neglecting exercise. These habits create a cycle where stress not only harms the body directly, but also indirectly through behaviors that accelerate aging. Breaking this cycle requires conscious awareness and healthier coping strategies. Another overlooked consequence of stress is its impact on sleep. Stress keeps the mind active and restless, making it difficult to achieve deep, restorative rest. Without proper sleep, the body cannot repair itself, hormone balance is disrupted, and mental health declines. Over time, poor sleep combined with high stress weakens nearly every system in the body, drastically reducing life expectancy. The good news is that stress can be managed with consistent practices. Activities like meditation, deep breathing, spending time in nature, and maintaining strong social connections all help lower stress levels. Regular physical activity is another powerful way to calm the mind and strengthen the body. By learning to manage stress effectively, people can protect their heart, boost their immunity, preserve their memory, and greatly improve their chances of living well beyond 80 with peace and vitality. Poor sleep habits are one of the most underestimated reasons why many people struggle to live beyond 80. Sleep is not just a time of rest, but a period when the body repairs, restores, and prepares itself for the next day. Without enough deep and consistent sleep, the body cannot carry out essential processes that protect health and slow aging. Unfortunately, many older adults experience disrupted sleep patterns and dismiss them as a normal part of aging, rather than a serious health concern. When the body does not get adequate sleep, the immune system weakens. Sleep is the time when immune cells regenerate and strengthen their ability to fight off infections. Without this recovery, the body becomes more vulnerable to illnesses, ranging from minor colds to life-threatening diseases. Over the years, the constant weakening of the immune system contributes to a shorter lifespan. Poor sleep is also directly linked to cardiovascular problems. Lack of rest raises blood pressure, increases stress hormones, and interferes with heart rhythm. People who consistently sleep poorly are more likely to develop heart disease, stroke, or hypertension. Since cardiovascular problems are already one of the leading causes of death in older age, poor sleep accelerates the risk dramatically. Another impact of poor sleep is on brain health. The brain relies on deep sleep to clear out toxins and strengthen memory. Without it, cognitive functions begin to decline faster. Older adults who suffer from insomnia or irregular sleep patterns are more likely to experience memory loss, confusion, and dementia. This does not only shorten lifespan but also reduces the quality of life in the later years. Hormonal imbalance is another consequence of poor sleep. Growth hormones that repair tissues and regulate metabolism and maintain muscle mass are released mainly during deep sleep. Without enough of it, the body loses strength, gains weight more easily, and struggles with energy levels. Over time, this makes it harder to stay active and healthy, which is crucial for living beyond 80. Mental health also suffers greatly when sleep is inadequate. Irritability, anxiety, and depression often grow worse with chronic sleep deprivation. Emotional health is deeply tied to physical health, and when the mind suffers, the body eventually follows. Many older people become trapped in a cycle of poor sleep and worsening mental health, which contributes to faster decline. Improving sleep habits can make a remarkable difference in longevity. Going to bed at consistent times, creating a calm nighttime routine, limiting caffeine and heavy meals in the evening, and avoiding excessive screen use can all improve sleep quality. Even simple practices like gentle evening exercise or relaxation techniques help the body settle into deeper rest. By protecting sleep, people give their bodies the chance to repair, strengthen, and restore, making it far more possible to live not just to 80, but well beyond it in good health. Social isolation is one of the most underestimated threats to healthy aging, and a major reason why many people struggle to live beyond 80. Human beings are naturally social creatures, and meaningful connections play an important role in mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When older adults lose touch with friends, family, or community, the lack of interaction quietly affects their health in ways that are often overlooked. One of the most serious effects of isolation is its impact on the heart. Studies have shown that loneliness increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even stroke. Without regular social contact, stress hormones rise, which in turn damage blood vessels and weaken the heart. Over time, this silent strain contributes to cardiovascular problems that shorten lifespan. Isolation also affects mental health in a powerful way. Older adults who feel lonely are more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and feelings of hopelessness. Mental health struggles not only affect mood, but also weaken the immune system, lower energy levels, and reduce motivation to take care of one's body. This combination accelerates aging and makes it harder to live a long, fulfilling life. Cognitive decline is another consequence of loneliness. Social interaction stimulates the brain, keeps memory sharp, and supports problem-solving skills. Without this stimulation, the brain becomes less active, increasing the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Regular conversations, shared activities, and emotional support act as exercise for the brain, protecting it well into old age. Social isolation often leads to poor lifestyle habits. People who feel disconnected are less likely to eat balanced meals, exercise regularly, or keep up with medical appointments. Instead, they may turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating, drinking, or neglecting self-care. These behaviors slowly damage the body and contribute to early health decline. Another overlooked effect of loneliness is its impact on sleep. Isolated individuals are more likely to experience insomnia, restless nights, or poor quality sleep. Since sleep is essential for physical repair, mental clarity, and immune function, the lack of restful sleep further weakens the body and shortens life expectancy. Social connections provide comfort, reduce stress, and create a sense of safety that supports healthy sleep patterns. The good news is that social isolation can be prevented and reversed. Staying connected with family, building friendships, joining community groups, volunteering, or even participating in online activities can provide meaningful interaction. Simple acts like sharing meals, making phone calls, or walking with a neighbor create bonds that protect both mental and physical health. By nurturing social connections, older adults can reduce the risks associated with loneliness and greatly improve their chances of living well beyond 80 with both happiness and vitality. A lack of regular health check-ups is another hidden reason why many people struggle to live beyond 80. Preventive care often gets overlooked, as many assume that if they feel fine, nothing is wrong. However, the body can carry hidden issues for years before symptoms appear. Conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease may quietly progress without obvious warning signs, only to surface later as life-threatening problems. Regular check-ups provide the opportunity to catch these issues early, when they are still manageable. One of the main benefits of routine medical visits is early detection. Many diseases, including cancer and heart disease, can be treated more effectively if found in the early stages. Screenings, blood tests, and simple physical exams can reveal small changes that the individual might not notice. By identifying problems before they grow, people can begin treatment or lifestyle changes that prevent the condition from becoming deadly. Skipping check-ups also means missing chances to adjust existing treatments. Older adults often take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or other chronic conditions, and these prescriptions require monitoring. Without regular visits, dosages may become ineffective or even harmful as the body changes with age. A doctor's guidance ensures that treatment remains safe and effective, which is crucial for long-term health. Another risk of avoiding check-ups is that small lifestyle problems go unaddressed. Subtle weight gain, poor sleep patterns, or nutritional deficiencies may not feel urgent but can turn into bigger health challenges if ignored. Doctors and health professionals can provide guidance and advice before these small concerns escalate into serious illness. Prevention is almost always easier and less painful than treatment after the fact. Mental health is also better supported with regular medical care. Older adults often experience stress, loneliness, or memory decline but may be hesitant to discuss these issues. Routine check-ups create opportunities to bring up concerns that otherwise might stay hidden. Addressing mental health early helps preserve independence and quality of life, both of which play a role in longevity. In addition to physical exams, regular check-ups allow for important vaccinations and screenings. Flu shots, pneumonia vaccines, and other preventive measures can protect older adults from infections that might otherwise be deadly. These simple steps are often overlooked by those who avoid routine care, but they provide powerful protection against common age-related health risks. Ultimately, regular health check-ups are not just about finding illness, but about maintaining overall wellness. They offer a chance to catch problems early, update treatments, encourage healthy habits, and provide reassurance that the body is aging in a manageable way. By making routine medical visits a priority, people can prevent small problems from turning into life-threatening conditions and greatly improve their chances of living well beyond 80. Mindset plays a powerful role in how long and how well people live. While physical health is critical, the way a person thinks and feels about life has a direct effect on their body. A hopeful outlook fuels healthier choices, encourages resilience during difficult times, and provides the motivation needed to stay active and engaged. Those who maintain a sense of optimism often find it easier to cope with the challenges of aging, which in turn supports a longer and stronger life. One of the most important aspects of mindset is having a sense of purpose. People who wake up each day with a reason to keep going are more likely to take care of themselves, remain socially connected, and continue learning. Whether it is family, hobbies, volunteering, or personal goals, purpose gives life direction and meaning. Without it, many older adults lose interest in their well-being, which can accelerate decline. Hope and positivity also influence physical health through stress reduction. Negative thinking and hopelessness create constant stress that wears down the heart, weakens immunity, and contributes to disease. On the other hand, optimism has been linked to lower blood pressure, better recovery from illness, and improved resilience. A positive mindset literally changes the body's chemistry in ways that support longevity. Mindset strongly affects how people handle setbacks. Aging often comes with health challenges, loss, or reduced independence, but those with a resilient attitude adapt more easily. They find new ways to stay active, seek support, and continue enjoying life despite limitations. This flexibility not only improves mental well-being but also allows the body to stay healthier under stress. Social connections are also influenced by mindset. Optimistic individuals are more likely to maintain friendships, join community activities, and build supportive networks. These relationships reduce loneliness, provide emotional support, and encourage healthier lifestyles. A positive outlook attracts stronger bonds, and these connections directly contribute to a longer, happier life. Another effect of mindset is the ability to maintain healthy habits consistently. People with a forward-looking attitude tend to eat better, exercise regularly, and stay curious about new things. Instead of viewing aging as the end of possibilities, they see it as an opportunity to grow, explore, and adapt. This perspective makes it easier to stick with routines that protect health over the years. In the end, a positive mindset is not about ignoring challenges, but about choosing how to respond to them. Those who find joy in small things, nurture gratitude, and remain hopeful often outlive those who surrender to despair. By cultivating purpose, optimism, resilience, and strong social ties, people can add not just years to their lives, but also quality to those years, making the journey beyond 80 both possible and fulfilling.